Welcome. Black Cajun Sports Talk is back. And I wanted to have a show worth having to come back. I didn't want to just come back. I wanted to bring something back that would be of interest. So today, I have South Philly in the house. They don't want to be on the camera, but I don't listen to them guys. See Jameer Hannah back there with his little niece. And, you know, I got another cat hiding in the cut. He don't want to be seen. But we here. And the reason we here today is because, you know, Sean Minnis and Chandra Myers kept posting these videos of this dude. This dude was running. He was jumping. He was flying over top of people. He was catching the ball at the foul line, one dribble dunk. I thought it was the Greek freak or somebody. I don't know. But Sean told me it was his son. Biggie Minnis. How you doing, man? Asked you, you didn't answer me. Why the hell you wait till you're 26 years old to start dunking on cats and running with reckless abandon? And most cats get a little slower as they get older. What's going on, Big?
High school, you know, I was running and jumping like that, but once I hit the college stage, you know, they lift a lot. So I put on, came out of high school at 197. I got to 219. That was my max weight. So it was kind of tough for me running around like that, and I never had that much weight on me, so it was like something hard to deal with. And once I got out of school, I mean, I was working out, I slimmed back down, and I'm back to myself.
So your body feels better than it has since high school?
I feel great.
Wow. So let's go back. We're gonna start at the beginning. You are one of the last guys that hung in there with Sonny Hill that were high-level players. You know, even near the end, it was like you, BJ, John Davis, Junior Fortnite, all D1 players, all still playing in the Hill. Like, after y'all came through, I don't know if any D1 players are still going down to the Sonny Hill. Why was that important? I mean, I know that Claude and them are near and dear to your family, and, you know, but why was it important for you to hang in there like that with the Sonny Hill League?
I mean, Sonny Hill, that's a household name in Philadelphia. So you a league like that, you can't go away from that. You gotta stick with that. And coming from South Philly, playing with Claude, may he rest in peace. That was my guy. I miss him, but playing with him, it was like he gonna scream at you, but he also getting you ready for school, college.
Do some of the lessons still reverberate in your head? Do you still hear his voice sometimes?
Yeah. I mean, when we used to practice, you didn't even practice. You just, sometimes you stand on the line over practice while he talk. Just stand there, legs hurting. I mean, but that was Claude. I mean, when you get to the games, though, he had the plays that get you in the right spots and just let you play.
So you played with South Philly all the way through, right? None of that free agent stuff.
No, all the way. So I got to college league. Okay. You know, they had the draft, okay. So I had to get picked by somebody.
So let's talk about the other family members that played for South Philly. Now that your high school career, your college career are over, and you look back, was your run better than Lou and Jeff's?
Oh,
Cheese, Sean, was it better?
I would say my Uncle Jay got his beat. I mean, he went to the tournament.
Yeah.
I don't know if my Uncle Lewis, I don't think my Uncle Lewis ever went to
St. Francis, right?
Yeah, I don't think he went to the tournament, though, but Jay the only one that actually went to the tournament and had a nice run in the tournament. So I would say, hands down, Jay had the best college run.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And also, you South Philly boy, looking back, you know, the cast that I'm really good with, Donnie Carr, Rashid Bey, Nate Blackwell, now Biggie Minnis. You know, it's in the books, man. We got the college career, we got the high school career. Do you still really think of yourself as one of them South Philly guards? We all know this Philly guards.
I'm not gonna lie, I never really consider myself as like one of the top South Philly guys. I just, from me being so young and hearing about all the people that came up before me, I'm like, they legends in South Philly. Donnie Shee, Jay, Lou, my dad, all of them. It's like, I mean, where can I put myself up there? Like, I want to let the older ones be great.
You know how cats do. Cats put themselves up there. You know they do all the time. But it's good to see somebody still has a little humility and modesty and paying homage. When I really got to know you and your family, you were at Southern, I think, thinking about transferring and reclassing and going down to the shore and all that. And I know your dad had just come home, and he had really jumped into things. And you and Mr. Hanner, people were saying that you guys were really, really talented players, but that your stuff wasn't in order, that you wouldn't be able to be eligible. Is that why you left South Philly High to go out to, where is it, Atlantic City? Atlantic Christian.
It's 15 minutes away from Atlantic City. But when me and Jig left, it was better than us for school, but also for the exposure. And when my dad came home, he seen that we had the talent. He like, the public league is a good league, but I think y'all way better than it. He seen the bigger picture. And when we left, college coaches was calling, better AAU, playing in the summer, and all that fell in place. And I thank my dad for that when he came home and realized it.
Your dad came home, and I think, just like you said, he realized all that, and he was talking to some people, and I know that they were looking at your academic record, and people had questions. They were like, I don't know if he can make it. I think even some people that was close to you was like, we gotta try JUCO, D2, started talking about all those things. And that's when I met Sean. And I give you and your father and your mother a lot of credit, because a lot of kids, they listen to a lot of different people all the time. And sometimes you get mixed messages. You can't do that. DJ Newble is another kid I met. He was in the 10th grade. Kind of sort of the same thing. And I had to tell him, like, man, don't listen to all these people. If we do X, Y, and Z, we can get there. But it's up to you to do X, Y, and Z. And so once we came up with that plan, you stuck to it. And when you were finishing at Atlantic Christian, you got eligible real late. And we were a little worried, but you pop up in the Big 12.
Oh, man, it was like all summer me and my dad was taking visits and talking to coaches, and we really ain't know where like was the place for home. And we finally started talking to Texas Tech, and we felt that was the best place.
Was Chris Walker was the
Chris Walker
at the time.
That's
and Billy Gillespie was the head coach. So you do a year there, right? Was it a big jump from the pub, Atlantic Christian, Sunny Hill, to the Big 12?
I mean, it's like guys you seen in AAU circuits that was always getting talked about in that league, from being a freshman to a senior. It was that Big 12 was loaded that year. I think it was the #1 conference in the country. And when I got there, it was like, wow, like I'm really in the Big 12. Like just playing and seeing, growing up on ESPN, you seeing teams like Oklahoma and Missouri and Bell on TV. You actually playing against these guys on this team.
Now, you've had the good fortune of playing in some really good places. And when I talk to kids, sometimes I try to impress upon them that they have absolutely no idea what it's going to be like when you got there. Talk about the facilities, the support, the meals, the travel. How y'all do it at Texas Tech? Was it first rate? What was the deal?
Texas Tech was like top of the line. When I got there, like the campus alone, it was like literally a whole city. It was 34,000 students. Weight room was top of the line. Gym was top of the line. You had other gyms that we practiced at. Shakes, travel, like pregame meals was Alfredo, steak. Every day. Charter flights. It was like top of the line.
No commercial airports?
Nah, no.
You didn't see one?
All charter flights. Literally. You pull up on the bus, you get off the bus and walk right up on the plane. It was all charter flights.
Wow. this is so you there, you're playing. I know Gillespie is a character.
Yeah.
He's a personality, and some of your teammates went public with some stuff that happened kind of internally. And you know, I talk to your pop all the time, so we going back and forth, and we both agree like we don't care what those other kids are saying.
Yeah.
Big just need to just. The man gave him a scholarship. No matter what happened, what happens on the team should stay in the locker room.
Yeah.
And you really held to that.
Yeah.
I never saw, Deshaun Minnis say it. Was that a conscious thing on your part, just to not be trying to pile on the man?
You never knock a man down for no matter what he did. Definitely publicly. When I decided to transfer, I went into the office and I told him, I said, I thank you for everything you did for me this past year. I think we just need to part ways. I'm kind of homesick. I'm the only person from East Coast. I just think I should go back closer to home and be able to see my family. They can come to my games to support me. After games, I see people going to their families, and I'm just going to the locker room, waiting for my teammates to come back from talking to their family. We'll go back to our apartment. So
you leave the one character, and you go to another character. You go up to Rhode Island in an A-10 again, a real tough league, competitive. But I don't think the travel and all that stuff ain't the same, is it?
We took a couple charter flights. See, Texas Tech had their own plane, so when we had a chance to take a charter flight to like a big time tournament or a further game, we would take a charter flight. But the airport at Rhode Island was easy to get through. It wasn't that big, so it was like an easy little process. But we took a couple charter flights. It was up there with Texas Tech on the meal plans, and the second year I was there, they had a new weight room, new gym. They did the whole arena over. So
you get a stipend, man. They pay you.
Texas Tech, they did. Rhode Island, we was staying on campus. We was in dorms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we had like a meal card with I think $1,300 on there.
Okay.
Go to any store on campus and buy food if you ain't want to eat at the cafeteria.
So you played at Texas Tech. You played at Rhode Island.
Yeah.
The thing that I tell your father sometimes, the dude that I'm seeing on these highlights from Europe would have been first team all A-10. Now, I know you saying your body is in better shape, but was a little bit of it psychological? Did the coaches?
I was just about to get to that. Me coming from playing in high school where I did basically like what I wanted out there on the court, not just wilding out, but just playing my game. When I got to college, it was like they held me back a little bit. I want you to do this. I want you to be a true point guard. That was a bad shot, and it was getting to me. I'm just coming from high school doing what I was doing, just playing freely. But now everything is like, there's a consequence behind it. If I turn the ball on, I'm coming right out, or if I take a bad shot, I'm coming out. So it was like, I ain't even really want to shoot sometimes. I'm trying to get the right pass or trying to drive and kick it. I wasn't even looking to shoot, and teams was playing me like that, and it was kind of getting to me.
You had some really good backcourt mates at Rhode Island. Not backcourt. What was the guys you played with? The left-handed kid.
The first year I got to play at Rhode Island was with E.C. Matthews and Xavier Mumford. X is he's playing with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah, you had some good teammates.
Yeah, and then the next year when X left, JT Terrell came in.
Okay.
JT, he playing with Minnesota right now on a two-way contract. So we was definitely loaded on the guard tip. Yeah.
But you didn't get no DNPs. You was playing.
Yeah.
Y'all were winning. But you graduated on time, first of all.
Thank you.
First of all, because I had people telling me that, and this guy, I ain't on camera, but I remember, Jameer, I remember looking somewhere and reading academic all-league or academic all-American.
I remember that too.
I remember it clear as day. And, I'm telling y'all don't know. I ain't come back and tell y'all all the time. But people say y'all guys, it was questionable whether y'all could do that college work.
That was the knock. Coming from the inner city, they don't think kids actually know the books and they don't want to do the books. But when you get to school, that's something you have to do. You're away from your family, so it's time to lock in. Basketball and books.
So we graduate. We finish on time. You got a year of eligibility left. Why you decide to go? You just wanted to be free. You just wanted to play free.
Yeah. And when I talked to Coach Dunlin, that was like a real talk on that phone. at the dorms in Rhode Island. He was like, hey, I seen you had like a rough pass from going to Texas Tech to Rhode Island. Like, I'm not gonna tell you nothing wrong. When you come here, you're gonna play, and I'm not gonna sit there and take you out when you make mistakes. And when I got there, that day I got there, every day we was talking, like just man to man. He was, hey, I like your game. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. And it was like I could really do it. Like, and when I started playing, I was feeling freely. Like once again, like I was in high school.
No looking over your shoulder.
No looking over my shoulder, and it was like the best. Out of all my years in college, that was my best year. And I told him after the season was over, we was one game away from making NCAA tournament. We fell short, and we had a team meet. And I said, I wish I could have did all 4 of my years here.
Wow. So you graduated. You did some graduate work. You play at Wright State. You come home, and I know you wanted to play, but I also know you had an ankle, a knee. What was it? It was just nagging.
My teammate, one of the freshmen, before the season started, he dove for the ball and fell on my foot, and I had to sit out. But I really wasn't 100%. But I needed some type of stats to play my senior year, so I came back on my hurt foot. But it was like a little nagging, but I still was getting through it. And after the season, though, I just wanted to rest my foot because it was like it wasn't 100%. I felt it.
So you took some time off.
Yeah.
So you're in Philly, and you know your dad tells me, you know, big one, get back in it. Big one, get back in it. And so you got to find somebody again willing to give you a chance.
Yeah. The guy over there told my daughter.
He linked it up.
The next year, you know, I took 2 years off.
Okay.
So I took the first year for my foot. The next year, he finally made it overseas.
Okay.
And me and him was talking every day. I'm like, yo, you really over there balling? We just be busting it up. He like, yo, you trying to get back? I'm like, yeah. He like, I'm gonna pitch you with this dude named Darko. Hook me up with Darko. Darko like, send me some highlight footage of you in college. And he like, oh, you really can play. He like, I don't know how you not playing. He like, this year it already done started. So he like, next year for sure I'm gonna find you something like for you to play. He like, I'm gonna find you somewhere. And Jig still talking like, hey, make sure you stay on his back to get you over here.
And he got it done.
And that summer he said, hey, I found something for you. It ain't the best pay. I mean,
first line on the resume. So what country you end up in?
Kosovo. The country under Albania and Serbia.
How they treat you?
With love. With love.
Was the language barrier a problem?
A little bit. You know, being around my teammates, they don't really speak that much English, so they was teaching me a couple words through the whole year I was there. But the first day I got there, the manager, he picked me up from the airport, and he like, you know, you guys, y'all don't really be over here, and y'all hear a lot of things going on overseas. He said this is like one of the best countries. They love America. They love Americans. He like, you don't have to be worried. You don't have to be. They gonna treat you with so much respect. And throughout my whole time over there, it was just getting bigger and bigger. Like, as they seen us winning, it was the best season over there for them. They just seen us winning. The love was just getting bigger and bigger every day.
So, what makes you decide to open your whole bag of tricks up on them, though? I mean, you just felt comfortable. The coach just let you go day one.
Day one. He didn't really know how I played. He actually thought I was a shooting guard, small forward. Okay. So he like, what you play? Like, I'm like, point guard. I seen his face. He like, you play point guard? I'm like, yeah, I play point guard. So we was playing against the team, a couple guys that's from the city, and I blew past the one dude and dunked it. He was like, he didn't even know my name. He like, what's your name? I'm like, Deshaun. He like, do you got a nickname? I'm like, Biggie. He like, Biggie? He like, can I call you Big? I'm like, yeah. So after that day, I mean, we putting the team, like, we putting our trust in you. You as our playmaker. You do it. If you got a shot, you shoot. But I want you to control this team. And I mean, like, I was praying, like, to always really play like that on that level, yeah. And when he gave me it, I took off from there. Took off.
So how was the league? Did you see anybody you knew from the States?
The one guy, Amir Madra, he from Camden. Okay. He was the only one. I work out with him at Julian Workouts, Julian Dunkley Workouts. Julian told me he was there, but I never really knew Amir's name. And when I got there, I'm like, oh, I know Amir. So it was like, I'm a little comfortable now. I know somebody that's kind of close to me from Camden. I'm from Philly. And that was about it. I knew from Philly.
So what was your record?
We played 28 games. We was 18-10.
And what place did you come in?
Third. We got beat out for third by 1 game.
How was your?
I'm in for second.
What was your stats like?
I averaged 17, 7 rebounds, and 6.5 assists.
Where was that? Yeah. In the 8-10, man.
I mean, I was getting held back, honestly.
I mean, clearly,
it wasn't even held back. It was
just, you swinging on the rim like they monkey bars now. Ain't nobody hold you back from doing that. I mean, seriously. The level of athleticism you're showing now.
I was shocked at myself. I said, am I getting younger? Me and Jig used to be on the farm. I feel like I'm getting younger. Like my body is feeling great. I'm eating 2 times a day healthy food, and I'm drinking a lot of water. I would have a gallon of water for 99 cents.
On your own, or they had somebody?
On my own. Okay. I was just, because I was, me being from the city, it's like I'm outside. But once I got over there, I don't know nobody. So I was just staying in my room. Mm-hmm. And I was just, if I wasn't watching movies, I'd play the game or be talking to Jig on the phone.
Get rest?
Mm-hmm. A lot of rest. I was waking up early, like not sluggish. I was going to go shoot early with my teammates. And then we had practice at night. I was literally waking up early in the morning, having a productive day, and then be right back at the room, watching TV, and do it all over again.
You sound like a professional basketball player, man.
I was shocked. Telling you, I was shocked. Like, I was shocked at myself. I said, my body is feeling great. I was telling my dad, I'm like, my body's feeling great. And my dad play out there, you can't dunk no one. I would be sending videos like, look, I'm like feeling great. It was like feeling great. I could play 40. I was playing 40 minutes like straight. Like, I wasn't getting no subs.
International rules is 40. It's 40 minutes.
Yeah, 40.
He wouldn't
10 minutes.
Sub you?
10 minutes a quarter. I was like, we had like 3 guys that was like our age. The 4 Americans that was on the team, it was like 3 guys our age that was from that country. But the rest was like literally 16 to 20-year-olds. It was like 7 of them. So we had an 8-man rotation.
So you really was playing the whole thing.
40 minutes. 40 minutes.
So you doing all of this stuff. You got this incredible highlight reel. Some of us playing while we talking. Let the people see what you were doing. You got a little resume going. What's the plan now going forward?
We just trying to. The main thing is level up. We're gonna try to get a stab at the G League. Mm-hmm. Hopefully that work out. But I mean,
you got an American agent?
We ain't get an agent yet. We in the works of doing that right now. So once we get that established, I mean, we just gonna try to push for that G League. If that don't work out, go back overseas and try to find a better league and go on from there.
A lot of guys, especially Philly guys, they, I hear them, they struggle. DJ's good now in New Zealand. Yeah. I think his first country was Belgium. Oh, he didn't like Belgium. He really didn't like Belgium. You okay with going overseas?
I mean, it was pretty, like, the first, say, 2 to 3 months was tough because I never been away from my daughter for that long. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a week or something if I go somewhere with my friends or... But being away for that long, it was like taking a toll on me. Like, I'm really missing like my kids, my stepson and my daughter. I'm really missing them. Like, this is tough. I kept sitting, like, I sit up in the bed, like, I think I want to go home. But once the FaceTime and every chance I got, I'm 6 hours ahead, so the time difference was off. But once the basketball started rolling, I'm like, this is what I came over here for. It's like no turning back. This is my chance to get this thing rolling. So
do you keep in touch? Are you aware of what's going on with the 16, 17, 18-year-olds in the city now? Do you know? Yeah. What do you think about what's going on? They had a big fight the other day up at Philly U in an AAU event. It was huge.
I hear about that. But during my season over there, me and my dad, he'd be like, I'm about to go to the Newman game. I'm about to go to this game. I'd be like, oh yeah, who good on there? Like, and he'd be telling me, what's going on. Yeah. So I'd be looking out, going on Instagram, seeing a couple of the pages, 8i, Born Leader fan. They pin all the high school youngsters up.
Yep. So the reason I ask you is because I think that your story is a tremendous story. And when you graduated, that was really, really an important day for me because I really remember the day that I found it. We was looking, me and your dad, because you was shaky. But me and your dad was like, I was like, Sean, well, if we do this, and we got a window here. And Texas Tech seen it. And they were like, yeah, you know, there is a window. And they made it happen. And for you to only take the 4 years and to knock it off and walk out of there with that paper, what do you have to say to the young guys when people are telling them? Because I got guys now, man, that just won't listen. You know, you tell them, you're like, yeah, you can make it. You got to do this, son. You got to go to summer school in the 10th grade. You got an F. You got a D. You got to replay. And they don't listen. People tell them, nah, man, we got a game. Like, you got to pass up on that game if you really want to play later.
Beginning my high school career, I was a little like that. Like, I was a little hard-headed. But as I got a little older, I come to my senses, like, I got to take this schoolwork a little serious, because if I don't do this, I can't go to the next level. And when I finally, like, got over Atlantic Christian, and, like, they had study halls, they had, like, at the after-school programs to do your homework and people to help. It was like, how I didn't do this early in high school.
What was it like playing for Tom?
Oh, Tom, he gave me the green light. He's letting me go. He's like, you the point guard. You're a big guard. A lot of guys can't stay in front of you, and you play the game well. You see the floor well. You know your stuff on the court. And that's where my coaches really started coming in. That once I transferred and I played that one season with him, so they started looking towards AAU.
Okay.
You seen the high school season that I had, and a lot of coaches went on from there. And the AAU, I killed that next summer.
This thing that we have, I don't want to say it's bad, because it's not, because we have a lot of kids who are doing really, really well. In college, guys getting scholarships, guys are actually graduating, but the politics of it, the social aspect of it is a little tense. It's a little frayed. You know, cats be coming at each other and all of that. So you probably got maybe another 8-10 years of playing, but when you're done, you think you want to get involved and try to help some of these young guys, or you just gonna go pack it up and walk away?
I never really thought of that, but I mean, I work out with. I mean, if somebody walk in the gym and want to work out, yeah, we can work out. So I wouldn't see me. I mean, I wouldn't have like no problem with coaching AAU, high school. I mean, I think I could do it. And I think kids will listen to me from definitely as a guard. You will listen to me because how I played, going through the stuff I went through and still made it out, being able to play and have a good year overseas, and hopefully, and further in my career, have a nice career overseas, or maybe play in the league one day. But I think kids will listen to me, and I can help them out.
How your man doing? You one in the league. Dion, how's he doing, man?
I just came back Saturday. We was down there for a week.
Physically, how's he?
He's getting like the best shape of his life. He's getting his abs right. He's
come
in
on,
shape.
Boy.
I mean, if you'd have seen like this
abs?
No, I'm saying like no, I'm not talking about the abs. I'm talking about just us on the court.
Oh, I thought you said you had
no,
cut up and all that.
No. I'm just saying his body right, but I'm just saying if you would have seen like him working out on the court, it's just like he's really in shape. Like he's locked in.
He's ready.
Eating right. His
foot is okay.
Everything. For a week straight, like we was locked in. I'm gonna go back down there next month.
Good stuff.
But yeah, he gonna make some noise this year.
Well, I really can't. I can't thank you enough, and I hope that y'all listening to what we're saying here, because I'm gonna make it explicit as we go over the next couple minutes. I met the young man after I heard about it, and when you hear about people, you know, they say him, they say Jigga. You know, and they can play, but they hard-headed dudes, this, that. First game I ever really watched Big and Jigga play. Remember when Langston came and he played a couple of games with y'all in Sunny Hill? That's the first time I watched y'all play. And I came down there and y'all froze my man out. They wouldn't give Langston the ball.
I don't know loud. We were like, who do? But once we see that hoop, we like, oh yeah, we got somebody we can rock with. We was rolling that summer. I mean, Langston came in balling. Once he started touching the field, he was balling.
He's in town this week. I'll make sure y'all get in touch. Yes, he is. He is in town this week, and I know he's working out with his uncle. So maybe you can do a little bit of that. So, what's next? What's this summer? What's next year? What's the plan?
Just right now, just trying to get that agent. we get a nice, a good agent that have a voice in the agent agency, community. To pull some strings to get me somewhere in a nice league. That's what we looking for. But after that, I'm just hopefully I can get in the G League. That's how I don't really want to go away from my daughter. Hopefully I could play in the G League and stay here.
Does every NBA team have a G League team now? Is it that many?
I think it's almost full. Yeah, it's close. But majority of the teams they got a G League affiliation.
Well, if you show up at the workout pain free, playing like you've been playing, man, it's no limit, man. It's no limit. We just gotta whatever was there, whatever Gillespie and Hurley and them saying, man. Fuck that shit. Forget all that shit they was saying. Listen to my man at Wright State and that dude over in Europe. Because you are playing very, very well. And we are glad that you took the time to come over here. Now, what you want to say, because you know your mom going to be the first one to watch this. What you going to say to Chandra? What you going to say to Chandra?
I just want to thank my mom, my dad, my brother Jid, Dion for always calling me, telling me I could play on a professional level, and all my friends. If it wasn't for y'all, I'd have probably gave up. And my girlfriend.
Man, 24 months is a long time to take off.
I gotta tell you a story. This is why I really got back. My girlfriend. We was sitting in the room one day, and she was like, "You don't think you want to play no more?" And I was really down myself. I'm like, "Nah, I really don't think I want to do it anymore." She like, I really don't want you to live in regret. So what you could have been, what you could have did, what you could have been, just give it 1 year. She said, give it 1 year. If you don't like it, then we could try something else. You always have a degree. She said that you always have a degree. You always can find a job. But she said, I just want you to do 1 year. And look what that year got me.
That's love, man. When you get married?
Soon. Soon. Once we get we straight, I mean, soon.
Well,
that was like the realest words, like forever, especially coming from a woman.
You know, your dad is my road dog. We done took some trips. We go see if it's a good college game. We just jump in the car, go 3-4 hours to watch it. How important? What grade were you in when he came back?
My dad, 10th.
You were in 10th grade.
Came on around when the playoffs would start. It's the year we beat Gratz. They ain't beat Gratz in 15 years.
Now, did he just come in like, this what you gonna do?
He used to just come watch the game. You know, he don't really talk much. He just used to sit there. I used to see him in the stands just sitting there, just watching the game. Then we'd get home, he'd tell me like what you could have did, what you could have did on this play. And then we was talking, he like, man, I think you better than the public league. I think you should transfer and go to somewhere where it's more basketball. I mean, you still doing the work, but it's more basketball exposure.
Do you think, because one of the things that I've always felt very strongly about is that if the fathers, and they don't have to be basketball guys. I mean, Sean is a basketball guy. He played, he knows, he's very well known within the community. He helps a lot of kids, not just you, not just Jameer. You know, Sean is out there, whoever. And he always positive. But I think we need to have more dads play a leading central role in the process. Do you agree with that?
I totally agree. I mean, if you're not even into basketball or you're not even into sports, find somebody that's like a father figure that know about that sport and send your kid off with them. I mean, just have your trust. It's not that hard, man. I want every kid to make it out of Philly. This is where we come from. A lot of kids get knocked. A lot of kids don't make it out. I just want every kid who had that chance, and definitely who know how to play that sport he is playing, to get that chance to go and try to do something at that level.
It's impressive that you could deal with a little bit of adversity, because it didn't go your way at Texas Tech. It didn't necessarily go your way at Rhode Island. But you earned your credits. You knocked off what you had to knock off. I know that all the coaches that you have had, if anybody ever calls them for any reason, should we hire Big? Should we get Big? They're going to speak favorably of you. How much of that goes back to coming up through? Because if you can deal with Claude, you can deal with, I mean, Billy Gillespie probably seemed crazy to people, but you're like, I seen.
Yeah, I mean, Claude was like one of the crazy. Like me being younger, it was like he would sometimes he would like really have me about to cry, like the way he yelling, grabbing your jersey. But once I got to college and I understood the game, when coach used to yell, I never disrespect. I always treat him with respect. I mean, that was growing up, coming under my dad, my uncles on my dad's side. They always told me to be respectful, and I never disrespected. No, they could tell you that. I always, even though they would yell and sub me out, my dad told me maximize your minutes, no matter what. Whatever happens, maximize your minutes. And that's what I did.
One of the things I see is it's like the line between grown men and boys has become blurred. Like a lot of cats that's involved with high school and especially grassroots AAU, they're friendly with the kids. Whereas, Claude ain't your friend till you grown. When you grown, it's a little different.
It was crazy because when I was just about to graduate high school, it was like he was talking to me regular now, like, hey, big, come here. We'd just be talking like, yo, I never really heard Claude talk like this. He always just rant and just go. And he used to be talking to me sometimes. I'm like, yo, I could really have conversations with Claude. It was like crazy seeing that.
Yes. As young Mr. Carter enters his final season, give him some advice on how to approach this thing. He got one left. He already got the degree. We got that out the way. Yeah. So this is about basketball this year. How can he maximize this one final year where he's going to have the ball and get to do what he wants to do?
Whatever minutes they give you, just maximize it and just play freely. This your last go around. I mean, you know what you're capable of. We South Philly tough. I mean, you know what you could do. And just play free. That's the main thing. And just maximize your minutes. They sub you out for a little mistake or something. But when you get back in that game, just do you. Just maximize your minutes.
All right. Last question. What we gonna do to get Southern back, man? Southern ain't been since you and Jig left. That's been a long time. Have they been making the playoffs? They did make the playoffs. What we gotta do to get South Philly basketball back? Cats just go to MCS, they go to Roman, they go wherever, they go overseas. What?
We just need to just come together, man. Just everybody, all the youngins talk and just, hey, let's make this thing happen again, like how South Philly used to be, the tradition. Just make the South Philly tradition and let's roll. I mean, and then maybe people from other parts of the city want to come to Southern. It's just like
we need something. I really, really appreciate this, man, and we really look forward. We're gonna keep everybody up to date. When he get the contract in place, we're gonna let you know where he is, and when you can stream the games, I'll let you know where you can see him. But this young man, he 26, he getting up there. But when I saw the highlights, he looked about 17 to me, man. He's springy. He must went over there and got one of them European, they give you them needles with the other kids' bloods and all that. You doing some of that stuff, man?
Nah, it's just rest. Nah, it's just rest, stretching, and just get my body right, eating right.
Well, thanks again, Big, and we really appreciate it.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate it, man.